Welcome to EduTube. We're here to help you master Web3 from scratch. In the world of Web3, you see some projects that just seem to defy gravity, right? They launch into the stratosphere, while others kind of fizzle out before they even get started. So, what's the secret ingredient?
Well, the secret isn't just about having some groundbreaking technology or a super complex technical plan. More often than not, it actually comes down to a revolutionary new way of getting the word out.
Okay, this slide right here, this is the whole game. It's the single biggest shift. On one side, you've got your traditional Web2 marketing, which is all about buying attention. You're paying these huge platforms just to rent access to an audience. But on the other side, you've got Web3, which is all about earning attention by building a community so invested they become your marketing team.
To really get why this shift is so huge, we first need to understand the world we're all coming from. You know, the old Web2 playbook that's defined marketing for the last decade or so.
This quote from the Algorand Foundation just nails it. In the model we're all used to, brands are basically operating on rented land. They're constantly paying middlemen, think Google, Facebook, to reach an audience that they never truly own or have a real direct relationship with.
And you know, this dependency, it's like being on a treadmill you can't get off of. Ad costs are always going up, the algorithms are always changing, and you're just one little policy change away from losing that connection to your customers. It's a system where loyalty is temporary, and you have to keep buying it over and over and over again. But what if you could break that cycle? What if you could finally stop renting and start owning? Well, this is where Web3 comes in and completely flips the entire model on its head.
Now this is where things get really interesting. This quote redefines everything. The lines between who builds the product, who uses the product, and who invests in it, they all start to blur. They merge into this single incredibly powerful thing, the community.
And that right there, that's the absolute key. In Web3, your users aren't just passive consumers. By holding a digital asset like a token or an NFT, they get a piece of ownership. They have a real financial stake in the project's success, and that completely transforms them from just being customers into being your most passionate, most powerful marketing team. So this whole new model, it's really built on 4 core pillars. It all starts with community ownership, where users have that real stake. Then it demands radical transparency about what the project is doing. It's fueled by shared economic incentives so that everybody wins when the project grows. And the story is told through authentic, user-driven storytelling, not slick, top-down ad campaigns.
Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, right? But how does it actually work in practice? Let's break down the new playbook for how you earn, not buy, attention.
You can basically throw the traditional sales funnel out the window. Web3 marketing runs on a community funnel. It usually starts on a public square like X, where you spark curiosity and capture that initial awareness. Then, you guide the interested folks over to Telegram for quick, real-time updates. That's the activation phase. And finally, your most dedicated members find their way to Discord, which becomes the long-term home for deep engagement, collaboration, and building a real sense of belonging.
And look, this isn't just some theory for tiny crypto startups. Some of the biggest brands in the world are already using this playbook. We're talking Nike, Starbucks, and they're getting massive, real-world results by turning their customers into co-owners.
I mean, just look at the scale here with Nike. They didn't just sell some digital sneakers. They used NFTs to give their fans a totally new type of ownership in the brand. And that simple shift, it turned customers into collectors and ambassadors, and it generated over $186 million in revenue. Wow.
Or take HiveMapper. This is just genius. This is the magic of shared incentives in action. They're trying to build a competitor to Google Maps by rewarding their contributors. So as drivers map the world, they earn honey tokens, which gives them direct ownership in the very platform they're helping create. The better the map gets, the more valuable their stake becomes. See how that works?
Even Starbucks is getting in on this, transforming its legendary rewards program. By turning loyalty points into tradable NFTs, they're giving members true ownership of their rewards for the first time ever. And in doing so, they're empowering a whole new generation of brand advocates.
So when you start connecting all these dots, you begin to realize that Web3 marketing is really about something much, much bigger than just promotion or running ads.
At the end of the day, this all boils down to one incredibly powerful concept: incentive alignment. This is the engine that drives everything in Web3. It means the success of the individual user is directly, economically tied to the success of the whole project. When they win, you win.
It creates this powerful self-reinforcing loop of growth.
So your ultimate goal has to shift. You need to stop thinking like a marketer who just runs campaigns and start thinking like an architect who is building an entire ecosystem. You're not trying to create a viral moment. You're trying to spark a movement where the community's passion and success is the project's success.
So I'll leave you with this question because it really changes everything. If your users weren't just customers, but they were also your owners, what could you build together? That one shift in perspective is the key to unlocking the incredible potential of this next era of the internet.
If this helped you understand how marketing works in Web3, hit subscribe and share this video with a friend who's building something amazing in Web3. EduTube replies to your comments. Thanks for joining this explainer. We'll see you in the next one.
EduTube, where blockchain becomes easy to understand.